Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's old Pappy back with another one, and today we're looking at test server and new weapons. Now I got to admit, I love when they bring in new weapons into the game. I love how it mixes up the dynamic and really figuring out where these weapons fit in the battlefield and whether or not they're worth using, right? That's the whole point. So right off the bat, these are sonic weapons here. We have the Havoc, which is the medium. We have something called the Scatter, which is the light. And we have the Devastator, which is the heavy. Now they all are characterized by a couple cool things. Number one, they have a reload of 7.5 seconds, but they can keep firing while reloading. So in effect, you get a constant laydown of fire when you use these babies. Now, the other thing to know is that the damage that these sonic weapons do are structural, and so you cannot repair the damage. So just get that through your head for a sec. All the different healing robots, the mender, all the modules, all the everything ain't gonna save you if you get hit by these things, because all the damage, every single bit of damage that is caused to the enemy stays. It does not get repaired. So here's the thing. We're gonna jump right in here with a couple scatters. I got it here on a blitz, and I'm gonna sit here, and you're like, what the heck is that, dude? Whoa, what just happened? I just got blown back about maybe 100 meters. Well, that's a new robot they're testing out. It basically is a baby version of the Arthur, and it is called Shell. And I'm going to do a video on that at a later date. But let's get back into it here with these 4 scatters. You can kind of see how good they are, right? Like, you get up close and personal. They're brawling weapons, and they are super, super strong. In fact, I just got whacked myself by somebody using them. So let's jump into another game. Same setup. We got the blitz with the scatters here, and I'm going to talk a little bit now, taking a step back. I'm going to talk about one of the things I don't like about these weapons. Now, one of the things, normally with a video like this, I might just trim and cut a little bit of the parts and kind of just show you the highlights. But I wanted to show you this part here, which is showing you how long it takes for me to actually get within range to use these darn weapons. And so they only have 200-meter range. Now that is by far the worst range of any weapon in the game. Now just let that sink in for a second, how challenging it will be in the real world game on the live server to get within 200 meters or less of the enemy consistently without being able to take a lot of damage yourself. I think that right off the bat is going to be the challenge with these weapons, and that was my feedback because this is test server. That was my feedback to Pixonic, which is I love the idea, I love the look of them, I love the special effects, I love the sound. That's all cool. But I really think they need to have longer range. I mean, you think about it, Orcans have 300-meter range. Terrans, and some of the flamethrower weapons, they have 350-meter range. Then you start getting into the machine guns, and you get into the shredders, and you get into the Vipers, and they have 500-meter range. And then it gets even longer after that. Like, you get all the longer range weapons and whatnot. Well, again, take a look at it here. So now I'm coming back with an Ares, and I have the medium and the heavy versions of this sonic weapon on. And look at the range counter here. 350 meters, 320 meters, 300 meters, 290. I'm talking about the guy up on the left-hand side, the other Ares. Now just think about that for a second. How long it's taking me, 190, there you go. Now I'm finally in range, and I killed the guy. The only reason why I was able to kill him is because he was distracted. But you imagine if that guy was not distracted and he saw me coming and he had 500-meter range weapons. I would be dead long before I could get within range to actually fight this guy. All right, so let's jump into here again. I am in range. This guy is an invader. He jumped in. Now he is, of course, resists some damage and suppresses me when he jumps and uses his ability. And there's a blitz, and he also has damage resistance. And so I'm hammering him. I'm hammering him. So you can see it really does still cause a lot of damage. I was able to outlast that guy in that clash and take down that guy. So clearly Well, I just got killed there, but clearly these weapons do pack a punch when you get close enough. But I want to show you again, so let's dive in again. Now, I use my special ability here. I'm using, and it has, I think, 400 or 500 meter range, something like that. But anyway, let's just see how long it takes for me to actually get within range. Okay, so now I'm within range, but here, look at the problem. The guy's right up in my face as well, and my health has gone all the way down. It's triggered my last stand. I'm hitting him, he's hitting me. I outlast him, mostly because I had one extra shot to his in the chamber. Otherwise, I would have been killed there. But again, look at me. I'm down to 16,000 health after just one single clash. And, you know, as cool as the weapon is, oh, look at that. I just got stomped by the new Titan. That's another that's another video I'm going to be doing fairly soon. You keep your eye on my channel. I'll do a video on that Titan as well, that new Titan. But look at it. Like, I'm just trying, I'm 80, 70 meters away from this guy, so I'm finally able to do some damage. But look at the damage I take in return. In some ways, this really is a suicide setup when it comes to these types of weapons. Here we go again. Let's see how they fare against a Titan. So these are sonic weapons, and I'm going up against an Arthur. Let's see here. He doesn't quite see me yet, so he doesn't have his shield closed, but he'll see me in a second. Oh, I'm getting banged from behind here, too. That's not good. All right, so here we go. There you go. He closes. Let's see if I can actually break his shield before I get killed here. So I'm hitting him, and I'm hitting him, and I'm hitting him. Oh, man, my health is just getting annihilated here. And I'm not doing anything to his shields, right? So that's another thing. I'm just kind of looking. I'm trying to get around to the side of the guy. I'm trying to get around. He's hitting me with his blast wave. Not looking good for old Pappy here. So, you know, these weapons, they have a plus and they have a minuses. And so let's just take a step back. I just got killed again. Let's take a step back and let's watch again. So these are the heavy versions here of the sonic weapons. And again, everything on test server is level 8, so it's a bit slower. But look how slow this is. And look how long it takes me to get in range. So I'm still not in range. It's been about 10 seconds of walking. I'm still not in range. Okay, I'm finally here. Now let's see what happens if we attack one of these new Titans. It's the Minos Titan, and it has this special shield just like the Hawk. Once it activates it, where basically if you shoot it, the damage is reflected back on you. And let's see here, I'm going to sit there. You can see I'm just kind of slicing little slices of health off him. Doing better than against the Arthur, that's for sure. But look at him, he's just putting an old smack on me here. My health is going down, 59. Die, damn you. I'm shooting him, and there, look, he just hit me with his special ability. Man. Anyway, so what do I think about these weapons? Let's just talk about it for a second here. So obviously, I love new weapons and I love brawling, so that's a check mark right off the bat. I love the way they look. I like the special effects and I like the sounds. There's a second check mark. So the only challenge and the only problem I have with it is the range. I would say, you know, give it 300 meters so at least it's equal to an Orkan. Give it 350 maybe, so it's equal to a Terran, and you got something to work with. At 200 meter range, it's basically a suicide setup, and I'm not really sure how effective it's going to be, especially you know, in this age of damage resistance and stuff like that. You know, you may take down one or two people, but chances are you're going to die yourself. So anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Hit me up in the comments. Tell me what you think of the new weapons on the test server, and as always, I really appreciate the support. So, you know, hit me with the subscribe, the share, the like, and all that kind of stuff. And until next time, I'll see you on the battlefield.